here we go, come on. Right. I could have definitely done that car today. I should have said to him earlier on, like, just come up and we'll do it. Right. Let's right, so let's go and do a little bit of a couple of these, shall we? Let's do some landing challenges. We'll do some strong wind ones, shall we? Oh, dear. Let's go and do System 152 challenge. Just do that one. 20 knot wind. See how we get on with this. So what's the current wind? Okay, where are we going? There we go, so we're coming down here. The System 152, a little bit of wind. Let's try it. Just combat that. Just trying to see the airport I'm supposed to be landing at. Okay, this is where I'd be like, I want VR now for this sort of thing. Let's come around here. I still haven't seen where I'm landing. But it is quite bumpy, as you can see. Where's that river? There. It's just over the river into... Oh, I see. Going around the other side of the mountain. There we go. Now turn in here. Is it on the mountain? Oh yeah, it's this one, I remember. It's on, the actual airport's on the mountain. I feel that wind hit me already, I need to climb really. go, got a pappy light now, that's good. Going to land with quite a bit of power as well, I think. In any wind we should land with power. It's dropping me down again. Yeah, definitely. There we go, too high, look at that. Right, I'm aiming for the touchdown markers now. We've obviously got the crosswind from that side. Look at that, they're so battering me. So we'll carry on like this, and we'll get over the runway. Slow it down here. God, it smashed me around. Touchdown there. Nah, missed it. Missed it and I bounced. So that's going to be a big fail. Oh, no, I've messed that one up. Well, that wasn't my finest moment. The brakes don't appear to be working. Ah, it's because I didn't throttle back in time. Yeah, so I'll tell you what, I don't even want to see my score for that one. Winds are unpredictable, little yeah. But now that I know where the airport was, I thought it was around the other side. I forgot about this one. The airport is actually on that hill up there. Which is pretty cool, to be fair. So we'll speed up the downwind. And we'll just let it buffer us out a little bit. So the key to this is to land a little bit faster than normal. Obviously I'm looking around, what, 40 knots? Yeah, about 40 knots my landing speed. But in this, if I approach at 40 knots, I'm going to stall straight away. So we'll give it a run up. Right, here we go. I'll stay quite high for a minute. As we come around, I want to keep that airport underneath my wing, just underneath it. As I come around here, I'm in flaps region now as well, which is good. There we go, we're on base. Okay, we'll turn onto a 45-degree final here. What did we say the winds were here? $12 knots from 170, okay. That's much flaps coming in as we come in. We're high, but I want to be high for a minute. And I'm going to take quite a sharp dive. Because we're going to get into some sink as we come over the edge. You can already see it slow me down quite a bit. It's saying I'm too high, but I feel like I'm way too low here. So I'm happy that my track is towards the runway at the moment, even though I'm heading this way. Again, like it's saying that I'm too high. If I pay attention to those pappy lights. I just sort that trim out. There we go. There's that wing down. As I come in, it's just pushed me up a little bit. Too high again. Oh, hang on. No. That too high, missed it. Let's just land safely and try again. There we are. At least we landed safe. We've just got to do that a little bit sooner. Because we're nowhere near it. These ones are pretty fun. Hopefully we'll get onto the career mode in a minute. So we'll go. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to do quite a sharpish and quick descent here. I'm going to try and get into it a bit quicker. So there we go. Let's try that. We'll do a couple of 45 degrees. Looks like half the runway's at the halfway. Yeah. It's just that as I'm coming in, I get pushed up that little bit. It happened on the last two approaches, so I've just got to try and bear that in mind. As that, although that I'm thinking that I need to be a little bit high, I actually need to be a little bit lower. I'm going to come in a little bit sharper. And I didn't trim particularly well either. What I used to have on my PC was a trim wheel. It used to make it so much easier. Right, here we go, let's try that. Let's get the second notch of flaps in as we come around here. Still too fast, there we go, where's the runway? Okay, trim for this. Okay, don't want to fall much lower than that, 600 foot per minute at the moment. See, now I'm feeling like I'm too low. And I'm slowing quite, yeah, I'm way too low. Let's go up a little bit. But look, even though I'm only one division too low according to Pappy lights, still quite low, there we go. That was because I dropped my speed then. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to come in above the threshold, really quite low. Let's have a look. So I'm going to slow that down now. Let's try that. There's a tree there I've got to be careful of. Oh, I know I'm low here. I'm going to keep that threshold. That marker, oh, that was close, that was close. There's that wind that I was saying about. Now let's line up. That balloon's trying to miss it. Too soon, and I bounced. I came right before it then. That's going to be pretty poor. And I wasn't all that straight either. Let's have a look. I don't think that was very good. Maybe half. Maybe half the record, I think. Yeah, there you go. So just under half. It's just that right before I get to the threshold, have you noticed what it does? It froze you. And that's the third time. I'm going to try one more on that one. If not, I'll try a different one. But it's difficult, these are. And I think that sometimes, well, I think that the people that set these records have got to be doing it in this view here. Because it's so difficult to nail it from inside. But I can't bring myself to do it from the outside. But I was definitely a little bit too slow. Then when I said I was going to come in low, I was again focusing so hard on my on the runway, I didn't really have enough recovery power. But you can see that wind absolutely smashing us. I'm just going to let it do its thing for a minute. Without trying to overcorrect for it. But right before we get over, and I think what it is the because where's the wind coming from? 170. Did it say 170? It can't be 170 if we're landing on 210. Sorry, 210. 21. the wind, what it appears to be doing is it's coming up this mountainside here, and as it's coming up, that's what I'm hitting to. Like, because obviously with ridge lift, it's quite realistic on this game. The wind's coming up this ridge, and then it's flowing up, and that's what's pushing me up. So, but it's quite, got to be careful not to come in too hot. Right, let's get these flaps in. And again, I'm coming in quite high deliberately. I've cut the power quite early. Minimal power here. Let's try that. That's looking better. And again, you're gonna see straight away as soon as I get over this ridge is where I'm expecting to have that hit up from the ridge lift as I come in. So that's fine. I'm expecting it to throw me in just a second. There you go, there's one. There we go, so it's really bumpy here, so that's as expected. And it's going to do it again in a second, I reckon, as we come over the final bit. Bit of sink there. Let's go over that cockpit. There we go, so we're good here. So let's line up nicely here. Oh. God, it's so windy. Nah, I've left that way too late to begin that. So we'll land safely again. Let it land nicely. Yeah, so we left that one. Didn't do too well on that one either, so go back to the activities menu. So again, that one's quite difficult coming over there. Right, let's do Cork. Let's try Cork, shall we? Now, I've not flown this plane before. This is the Dea, the one that you said to fly the other day. So we'll try that one. When you see when I'm coming in, if I'm too slow, I'm going to stall when it's going to push me down. You have to come in with a bit more speed. But what I need to do is, you're absolutely right, I need to get that speed off as soon as I get over that threshold. As soon as I get over the bit that wants to kill me, that's when I need it off. So it's about managing that. Right, here we go, let's try this. In the Dea. Yeah, we'll do that in a second. Let me slow down first, bud. Oh, okay, this got reversed. I've not flown this before. Right, let's trim for this. Let's get the trim sorted first. There we are. And we'll start slowing down. Oh my god, what's going on?
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Is this?
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Idle, okay.
Landing gear.
Right, I'm going to do this twice because I've not flown this before.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Yeah, I'll have to. Well, I'll tell you what, I might have another go at that in a bit.
Landing gear.
Right, where's my flat speed at the moment here? Cool. Why was it showing landing gear? I like that, how from the exhaust coming off the, must be coming. Oh, I forgot it's windy. Okay, let's turn. Need to get into that flap region in a minute.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Okay, landing gear's coming down.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
It's down, isn't it? There it is. don't even know where this airport is. I've never landed here before. Need to get some speed up. Where is the runway? It's kind of me doing a recce before I... Where is it? Oh, miles away. So I'm still too low, really. So I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll recce it before I come in. You can have a try still. Okay, let's get back on track. It's obviously pushing me out far bit. Can this show me my track, does it? No. Okay, that looks pretty good actually there. So I'm way too low, so I should be able to see the airport from here. God, it's putting me on a long approach, isn't it? What I need to do is I need to face this way really, I think. So it's kind of thing I can see my track on it. There. This is better. There's the runway. Perfect, that's good. So definitely need to head this way. Should see it coming in a second.
500.
Yeah, that's fine. Bit of a bounce. Bit of a bounce on a skid. because I tried to get into that blue box as we landed. But I think I landed on it quite straight. It's just the bounce is probably going to penalise me for. Let's have a look. Yeah, halfway again. Never mind. Turns out there are a lot better people out there. Right, we've got a 7471. Let's do a 7471. And then I'm going to go do a career mode flight, I think. Right, give me a second, just replying to a email. Right, let's have a go. So let's do this one, 747 flight. See how we're getting on this before we head over to career mode. Hopefully it's now unlocked. Once it loads. Here we go. Right, so. Ready to fly, let's go. Oh, got no power. Brilliant. Okay, so. Yep, it's quite windy. We've got a hell of a lot of cautions already. Let's see what all those are. Fuel tanks, okay. Alright, let's try and stabilise this nice and early as we turn. Haven't got the runway in sight at the moment. Let's try it. I think that's the runway there. Is it the right one or the left one we landed on? Left, cool. Perfect. So I'll come in here. A little bit slow, I think. Very slow, actually. It's got my autopilot on at the moment. So I should have probably focused my attention on that, really, shouldn't I? Too much. No, I haven't done this very well.
Sink rate.
Completely forgot that it was windy.
500. 400. 300.
Yeah, continue.
Sink rate. Sink rate. 200.
No, I've missed that one. So I'd go around now usually. But we can do this.
40,
we
30,
can do this.
20, 10.
Ah, I missed it. Because I didn't cut the power. Okay, let's land it safely. Why is it climbing? How's it climbing like that? Tell you what, let's restart that one. Right. What doesn't help is it starts us all those cautions What I should have done is just set the ILS on. Very quickly put it on the ILS. Oh, didn't even realise it started. That's a good start, isn't it? Didn't even realise it had started, so I was just texting, so get it back up here. As we come around. There we go, got the runway now. God, it's very windy. Ah, it's a tailwind. It's a 39 knot tailwind, so I'm going to head my aircraft into that direction and keep it quite slow. Why it's making us land in this direction, I don't know. So now that I've actually seen where the wind's coming from, it gives me a decent place to actually head to. So where's my track here? Okay. I can't remember what the landing speed for this is. So 140 knots and it's 4 flaps. Speed brakes on a minute as we come down. I'm going to put 4 speed brakes on as we hit the threshold. Okay, getting down now.
400. 300. 200.
Speed brakes.
100. 50. 40.
Flare.
30. 20. 10.
Damn, missed it. Why is it climbing? I don't understand how it's climbing. It wanted to climb. Look at that. I'm at 130 knots. It still wants to climb. Probably shouldn't have gone outside. That's the second time it's done that. I've got all the energy off. I've got all the power off. I've got the flaps up. So it flaps fully down. I've got the gear down, and I had speed brakes in, and it still wanted to climb at 150 knots. Unless physics is playing around. I don't really understand that. Okay, let's get back in and have it. Why is it doing that? There we go, let it load. Okay, let's... It'd be nice if it loaded up, there we go. Right, that's it, let's settle into that. Okay, 140 knots. As we turn. Bring those flaps all the way down. Now what's the wind now? 40 knot tailwind. Land speed is about 140. Let's trim there. That's good. Okay, that's it, finals. Okay, let's turn into that wind now. It's pushing me from the rear right, so we're going to stall. We're going to stall if we're not careful.
Sink rate.
There's that wind. I'm going too slow.
Sink rate.
1,000.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
Way too low here.
Sink rate.
Yeah, I've messed this one up. I might recover it.
Sink rate.
500.
Sink rate.
400.
A little bit low.
300.
Get to the right, get to the right, get to the right.
200.
There we go.
Sink rate.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
I don't understand how it's still... I don't understand how it's... Look, 150 knots is still wanting to climb. And I wonder if I can get it to stall like this. Or is that the wind that's picking it up? Is that the wind picking it up? And bear in mind it's the first time I've flown the 747. No, second time I've flown the 747 on here. What do we think? I'm not too keen on that. I forgot we've got reverse thrust as well. How'd you put them on? Yeah, that's gonna give them like 2 points, I reckon. Oh, we've got a cup of tea here, the wife brought in. Yeah, 120 points, I was nowhere near it. That's difficult. That's probably why there's only 5 people that've done it. This would definitely have ILS as well, Dusseldorf. I think the other thing I'm struggling with here is I've got a tailwind, a 40 knot tailwind. If you've got a 40 knot bit of wind, like look, and it's throwing me off straight away. If you've got a 40 knot bit of wind that's right up your backside, you land on the wrong one. You'll definitely land on the wrong runway. So there's a crosswind at the moment. So there's a crosswind now. There was a tailwind a minute ago. It's like still coming up our backside a little bit here. Right, I'm good with that. It's obviously pushing us over to the right. No, look, there you go. It's right up our backside from the right. So we'll keep our right wing into wind. Slow down now. Bring that speed down with speed brakes. And I need to really
1,000.
get back on that throttle now. Too low. And this is what I need to do. I need to go from outside really. Be comfortable flying this way. That wind's definitely lifting up that wing as well. So I need to try and land with that wing into wind.
400. 300.
Okay, I'm just going to try and glide on. There we go. Look.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Still lifting those wings up. That nose. How do I get reverse levers? First take ages to stop this thing. It's a bit better than 120 points, I think. Definitely not in the millions yet. Miles off. Miles off. Right, let's go career mode. Let's go and do some flights. Let's have a go. Hopefully it'll load up. Here we go. Cool. Right on, let's do this. This is where we're at home. Okay, so as always, we're going to try and open up some new regions. So what I'd quite like to do is come down into this area here, you know, around Greece. So let's have a look what we can find from here. If I need to go north here, we'll go north here, but yeah, what's this airport? Let's have a look what missions are available here. We'll zoom out so we can see. We've got a 2-hour one there. We want really a short one. I've got that one there going across. But ideally, we want one coming down. There you go. What's that one? That's 2.5 hours. It's never going to be it. We want to come down south. What's that one? We can do that one. Athens flight. We can go into Athens. What's that going to be on? It's only an hour's flight. Let's see what we can fly on that. If that's 737, we can get the 737 down here. 2 million quid it needs. How much am I going to get from it though? 849. So no, I'm not going to do that one. How about going from an airport down here? Have we got anything down here that we can fly from? Where's that one coming from? So let's do this one here then. Let's go from here. Let's see what we've got from here. Air freight coming down. That's a new zone. We could do that. It's medium, so that's in the... Let's do that. Because that's in the Cessna, I think. If not, it'll be in a Pilatus. We can do that one. We've not opened that up before. Hopefully it's in the Sky Courier. We like that plane. And we'll just do what we usually do and skip the cruise. Have I got a Sky Courier available? No, it won't take a Sky Courier. So we'll take the Pilatus. Pilatus is a cute little aircraft as well. So we'll take that one. And we'll do that flight. So accept that mission. That's on site now. So we'll do that. Pilatus will set it up quite quickly. And we'll get straight out. We're pretty good at setting this up now. Quick check the fuel. Oh, yeah, I don't want that. So a bit more than that, I think. So we'll go to here, just set up any diversions. Not that there'll be any diversions on here. We'll set up the EFB now. We'll make sure that everything's looking good for our flight plan. So yeah, we're going to be coming out of runway 01. Do we have a departure? No. 01 happy. We'll come all the way down here. Let's have a look at our arrival. This looks fun. It's going to be a sea approach. Coming over the sea. And we'll have a look. There's no arrival. There is an RNAV. Have we got ILS on it? No. So we'll take an RNAV approach. And we'll fly that all manually like we usually do. We don't fly autopilot here, do we? Okay, that's looking good. I'd like to go at flight level 200 for this one. Now we'll send that now. Yeah, okay. And we'll fly that. Yep, good. Oh, what's it done there? It's okay, we have just set that up, so we're going to fly that when it's ready. Wait for it to load up and we'll go and give it a go. Right, come on. Why isn't it loading? I seem to be having more issues with this sim today since they've really... Why isn't it letting me do it? Okay, send. It says A330. Oh yeah. Why is it doing that? It literally made me select this aircraft. This is A330 IC Plus 12. Why is it doing that? Because look, these are the aircraft it's telling me to use. I haven't even got an A330. So let's try that. Let's see if this does it. I didn't even see that bit at the top. There we go. I have no idea what was going on there. Let's go. I don't know. I don't know. I'm having issues. Okay, we're looking good. Yeah, and I'm finding that I am seeing more of these. I've only just been able to get on it tonight because of the issues that I've been having since I installed the beta. So I installed the beta yesterday, and I've deleted it this afternoon because something is just causing it to have too many issues. I won't go back on one of my the rants I've been on today about how I think they should sort out the game before adding VR. I think I've done that to death now. Here we are. This looks quite smart. Right, we'll rattle straight through the pre-flights. We'll go straight through here. Probably could have cleaned the bugs off my wings. Yeah, exactly, and that's my thing. So I've been ranting about this for ages. Is I think VR should have been like a thought much further down the road. And that's what they focused on, and that's what they put all their energy into. And I just think it's the wrong thing to be putting the energy into. I don't think I can get external power here actually, so we'll just do it off the battery. We'll keep that on for a minute. Do a quick flight warning. Fire. I mean, the good thing with VR is I could press that and then have a look down and see if it's all working. Fuel pumps are put on for the prime. Master power's off. EPS armed. Seat belts. We'll put our nav lights on. Beacon lights on for now. Perfect. Come down here. Do a quick check of everything. Reset those. Cool, and we'll put the bleed on as well. It's on auto, that's fine. And oxygen will turn on in a minute. Cool, perfect. Right, quickly check and make sure that I've got everything here. Yep. Perfect, cool. Ideal starting. Beacons on, perfect. Ignition auto, run and start. Keep an eye on down here, let's check that now. There we go, good start. NG's rising, PTIT's rising.
Hi there.
Oil pressure, temperature's rising.
Now that you're all set up, let me go over the important details with you.
Ideal.
You have bulk behind you. Standard shipment for one of our clients based in Lampedusa e Linosa. Expected in no time at Lampedusa. Sensitive cargo containers are designed to withstand turbulence, but keep a steady flight speed and adjust accordingly. A timely and secure
This is
delivery
looking fine.
will ensure that everyone is satisfied. All relevant information is in your flight
Okay,
packet,
starter
which
sequence
is
finished,
uploaded
so
on
let's
your
go up here
map
and
as
sort
a
this out now.
reference. Safe skies ahead.
Fuel pumps to auto. Ignition is now at auto. Generators on. Avionic bus and generator 2 to on. Cabin bus is on. Okay, taxi lights to on. We got our recognition lights on now. Everything else up there is looking good. Coming down here, we'll set the autopilot in a second for flight. We'll sort all this out in a minute for flight. Let's go all this sorted down here. Bleeds. Oxygen to on. Fans, vents. Perfect, that's fine. Coming down here. Transponder. They'll give us a code in a minute. We'll set it to 7,000 initially. Stop trim not required. We'll set that to. We'll do that in a second. Coming up here. Inertial separator will keep on for a minute. High. Don't need the boots on. Don't need propeller ice on. Feather inhibit, no requirement. Perfect. Looking good. Okay, let's get the weather information here. I'll do that bit in a second. Frequencies. Nothing. Okay, so we can't get the weather information from an ATIS. So 14 at 360. What runway are we taking off on? 01. Perfect. Cool. Yep, that matches 01. Ideal. So we've got the weather. Let's quickly get the QNH. Make sure we're happy with that. I didn't see that. 1012. So pretty much a standard, which is good. 2992. So let's bring that down by 1. There we go. 2992. Ideal. Okay, so let's sort this. I can never remember how to do this. Overlay, whatever, and SVS on. That's what we want. Cool. Traffic will come on as we go out. Currently on out, so that's fine, but we're on the ground. Cool. And we've got nav set. Perfect. We're going to fly to. We're going to fly straight up, really, aren't we? To 20,000. So we'll set that to 20,000. And we'll set the heading of 010. Actually, what do we say? It's not 010, is it? It's 010, not 0. Yeah, 010 for the heading. So altitude set, we've got a set to FMS, altitude set, heading set, vertical speed. Yeah, we'll put our flight director on, but we're not going to use it until we have departed. Everything else looking good there. Perfect. Okay, so let's set our speeds. So we're looking at 130. VX is 120. So rotate 182. So VX at 120. The best rate of climb. Let's check our flight plan, make sure we're happy with that. Make sure if there's any discontinuities, we can get rid of them. There you go. So that's only because it's onto our approach. We'll get rid of that. Activate that. Cool. Perfect. Ideal, we're good to go. So let me sort out my overlay here first. Am I happy with that? Am I happy with that? Yeah, happy with that really, to be honest. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Ideal. Everything looking good here. Just checking everything here. Trim. Let's get the trim into takeoff region. There we go. It's about right. Okay, checklist. Normal. Before takeoff checklist. Flaps set. Flight controls free. Inertial separators on. Land light will turn on and strobe will turn on when we get there. Perfect. Cool. Okay, let's go.
Lima Yankee Bravo, Romeo traffic, Pilatus 5 Romeo, Juliet, November Golf, is taxiing to runway 01. Lima Yankee Bravo Romeo.
Taxi lights are on. Perfect. Look right. Look left. And off we go. This is why I need VR. Now we'll come around here. We have to taxi down the runway, I think. Yeah, we are. Okay, we'll set our strobes and that up now, even though we're going to still be taxiing for a minute. Strobes on, taxi lights off,
taking
lights
off
on.
runway 01. Departure to the south. Lima Yankee Bravo Romeo.
We'll quickly check our checklist as well. Start engine. We've done all that. In flight before takeoff. We've done all that. Okay, after takeoff. Remember landing gear, your damper on, no separator off. Perfect, cool, right, let's go. Look left, look right, markers off. Perfect, oh, okay. We have taken off into a runway, so we'll take off and lift nice and early, and we'll get our climb on. What did we say that our best rate of climb was? 120 knots, I think it was, wasn't it? 120. Yeah, we've got plenty of runway to get up and over that anyway. Get a decent amount of speed on the ground. What's our rotation speed? 82. And what did we say the wind was? I should have wrote this down really, like I usually do. Whoops. 14 at 360, so it's going to be coming right down my throat, which is fine. We use the full runway. Is that a taxi right there? No. Is that a taxiway? Okay, I could have turned off there to get on here, but we'll just do a circle. Okay, we'll slow that down now. Out to the right. Slow it down before we turn. There we go. Slow it down and we turn. Perfect. There's that mountain that we're heading up straight towards, which is lovely. We'll just get lined up and then we'll stop. This is probably going to want to throw me over to one side. You'll see me panic a little bit in a minute, move left and right where I'm trying to deal with the it turning. Right, what do I need to do here? So we've got that on, the strobes are on, none lights are on. Autopilot is set for when we go. We need to set up to take off. So takeoff power will be set and auto throttle is armed. Cool, okay, here we go. Let's get takeoff power. Let's bring that right up. Takeoff power set. Brakes off, here we go. Push down onto the stick till we get to around 60 knots. Airspeed to live, 40 knots. 50, 60, 70.
B1, rotate.
Not a rotate yet, now we are. 85 knots, going to leave it speed up a little bit. It will speed up a little bit, and now we're going to climb. Bit of a balloon. Okay, positive rate, gears coming up. And we're going to expedite that climb now at 120 knots, which is what we've got right here. So we've got 120 knots, that's our best climb speed. Flaps coming up. Inertial separator coming off. And we're going to come up through this mountain here to turn. So I don't want to turn into this mountain here, so we'll climb up and turn through this gap. Okay, we can definitely get a better climb than this. There we go, speed's coming down as we can get up to it. Happy that we are now clear of mountains. Look to the left, look to the right. And we're going to begin our turn to the left now.
Palladius Juliet November Golf. Radar contact 3 miles north of Lima, Yankee Bravo Romeo.
Okay, going to reduce thrust to climb thrust.
Clear through the Charlie airspace.
Going to go IFR clearance and climb again at 120. This is one thing I'm very much hoping that it does do. I'm very much hoping that they get rid of this. You can hear it now. They're over talking each other, so I'm hoping they get rid of that.
Palladius 5 Romeo Juliet November Golf. Cleared to Lima, India, Charlie Delta Airport as filed. Squawk 6026.
So we're on that at the moment, 6026, which is fine.
Palladius Juliet November Golf. Read back correct. Radar contact 7000.
QNH1013.
Turn left heading 190. Proceed on course. Climb and maintain flight level 200.
Cool. And climb for flight level 200. Perfect. That's what we wanted anyway.
Turn left heading 190. Proceed on course. Climb and maintain flight
Okay, we
level
still continue
200.
climbing now.
Palladius Juliet November Golf.
Let's go back up there. We're in the maximum climb profile for power, which is good. And we'll now hook back up with our flight path. There's the airport we've just taken off from. This is it. And what we're doing is we are heading down south, and we're going down to here. So again, every time I fly, I try and open up a brand new region. So we've got a little bit of distance to go. It's an hour's flight. Once we get to the cruise, we will skip to the descent anyway. But this is where we're going. And again, we don't use autopilot up to the cruise, we'll do it all ourselves. And for now, whilst it is very nice outside, I'm going to focus on the climb. Pretty much fly our IFR for a minute. And we'll set the autothrottle on now. Again, it just turned itself off like it usually does. There we go, that'll manage it for me. You see it's bringing it down already. And then we'll start that turn now onto our path. As we come up and through. Okay, let's do our after takeoff checklists. Landing gear is on, we'll turn the yaw damper on now. we've been doing the yaw up to this point. No separators off, flaps are up, landing and taxi lights off above 10,000. We're above 10,000 now. Oh,
Envelope.
so that's because L1 slipped. That'll give us a fine in a minute, probably. Okay, land lights off, and we'll continue that climb now. So what I can do is I can set the autopilot on now. So autopilot on, VNav and nav set. There you go, we're on the nav path. That's descending at the moment, we don't want it to descend. We'll set the throttle level change to on. That will arrest that and that will bring us up. There we go. Quite high and quite steep. Let's see how it manages that. See if it brings us down, because that's quite high. There you go, it's bringing it down nicely. Okay, yeah, so that's all done as well. So we've got a cruise checklist on here. Make sure I've got L1 pressed now this time. Okay, perfect. And for the landing here, we'll keep that in mind in a minute. Okay, let's do this. Checklist. After takeoff. We've done all of that. Checklist complete. Okay, quickly check everything here. Make sure we're happy with everything. Oxygen's on, cabin pressure is auto. Everything down there is auto. We don't need to have manual control of anything over there. Everything down here is looking good as well. We haven't got ILS there, but we have got RNAV, so we'll tune to the... I'm sure there's an NDB as well. So we'll tune to that. Let's have a look and see what we've got, so we can tune to that nice and early. So if we go onto our planner at our destination, which is LICD at Lampedusa, runway 26, frequencies, runways, medium VFR, 15 knots at 330, so we're going to have quite a big crosswind as well. So 15 knots at 330, and we land 26. So 70 degrees crosswind, so that's going to be quite hairy, I think, coming in. 1016, temperature is 18 degrees. Let's have a look, see if we can get what we can get. So RMP, we're coming on the... Have we programmed a star? I don't think we have we? Hang on a minute. Where's our... Where are we going here? Because that seems to... I don't think we had that a minute ago. Right, we're in the cruise, so let's get this sorted before we do push on. Because we're going to LICD, so that is right. Let's make sure we've got this planned. So RNAV 26 at arrival. Where are we coming from? We're coming from Perth and Bolfu. So have we got a approach for Perth? Arrival for Perth? Right, MCO, LIP or LPD, anything of those. Let's have a look what they look like. No, don't want to come from there. Don't want to come from there. Certainly don't want to come from there. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Yes. We'll do the 1 Delta arrival. Because that gives us a longer final. Perfect. So we'll do that. So we'll arrive on the Luso 1 Delta arrival. Perfect. So let's send that to ATC so they know. And let's see if I can put it in here. So plan. Flight plan. No. Okay, I need to. No, I can't remember how to add an approach this way. Ah, here we go, star. So for runway 26, our star is the Luzo 1 Delta arrival. Perfect, so insert that. That'll come in here. There we go, so that's absolutely perfect. So we'll do that. Get rid of this. Ideal. Let's have a look. What's it got for us here? Where's our top of descent? There's a Baksu and Dexalt. Perfect. Hopefully ATC will hit that. Right, okay, so we're happy with that. So let's have a look at what we've got on the runway to help us for the RMP. So, okay, there's our minimum at 2000. Here's our descent approach profile. So both Bolfu and at CD52 we need to be at 2000, and then it's at 258 degrees. Perfect. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay. Four, 2, 1, 2, 5. Okay, no, that's fine. Cool. Right, what we're going to do now is we are happily in the cruise. We're going to skip to descent. So, and what I do here, pause it straight away because it'll probably have us in a nosedive. We won't know where we are.
Speed.
Here we go. See, so
Pilatus Juliet November Golf.
I'm going to pause that a minute.
1 Delta to 2000. Expect RNAV runway 26
Okay,
approach.
we're
Vector
at
to
2000. Perfect. Okay, so we know we need to be at 2000 now. So I'm happy where we're at. So
Speed.
get that off. Trim for this. And I'm now going to follow this. We can turn the autopilot off now.
Autopilot.
We are fast. We're going to start slowing down now as well. Landing lights still on. Landing lights are off. Okay, CD502, we've got to be at 2000 for that.
To 2000. Expect RNAV runway 26 approach. Vectors to final. Pilatus Juliet November Golf.
Okay, we don't want to go below that.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Tower on 12 tree, decimal 5, Pilatus Juliet November Golf. Tower, Pilatus 5,
Okay, here we go.
Juliet November Golf. 7 miles east, inbound RNAV runway, 26 approach.
See the glide slope there.
Juliet November Golf Tower. QNH 101 tree. Cleared RNAV runway 26 approach.
Cleared RNAV runway 26
With
approach.
the trim, which way you see it
Juliet November
come up and
Golf.
down a little bit. Let's get some speed on.
Pilatus Juliet November Golf. Wind calm. Cleared to land runway 26.
Let's trim for that.
Cleared to
Landing
land
speed.
runway 26. Pilatus
85.
Juliet November Golf.
Okay, if we do have to go around, we're going to come straight ahead and make a left-hand downwind approach. Okay, glide slope, we're currently above it. So we'll stem this a minute. So we'll let that come down. Whilst that's doing that, quickly get up before landing checklist up. Would be nice if the guy next to me was helping me. They're separated to on, landing gear down, taxi lights, flaps, autopilot disconnected, and flight director disconnected. We'll get your damper off now as well. Okay, we've got the runway, we're good. We're on the glide slope. Here comes the cool music. Last notch of flaps coming in. Got the runway, runway's just here. Looking good so far. Okay, we're going to land at 90 knots as we come in. So remember, we've got a crosswind here, 13 knots coming from I think it was 3-3. Let's have a look. Ah, it's too late. It's too late. It's just shown up. I've got about 1 billion comments. Well, not that many. I'm not that popular, but okay. Last notch of flaps coming in. As we're going to land, we are a little bit high. We're on the glide slope though. I say glide slope, it's an on-nav approach, so yeah. Okay, we're starting to slow down a little bit, it's a little bit of speed. 85 knots our landing speed, we're at 91 at the moment, which is fine. Good here, this is actually pretty good. Nice and stable as we come in. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut power in just a second and then focus looking up the runway. Power's cut, focus looking up the runway, let the aircraft land itself. I'm not trying to land it. Up the runway, I want to keep that picture there. First touchdown marker's gone, keep that picture, there we go. Now we've got taxiway here by the look of it. There we go.
Juliet, November Golf. Turn next taxiway.
Okay, flaps coming up. We should have probably slowed down a little bit more before turning, but it's okay. Okay.
Pilatus, Juliet, November Golf. Contact ground on 123.5.
Another decent land in there. We're getting good at these.
123.5 for Pilatus, Juliet, November Golf.
And we'll go straight off as well.
Ground, Pilatus 5 Romeo Juliet.
Pilatus 5 Romeo Juliet November Golf. Taxi to General Aviation parking via Taxiway Alpha.
Taxiing to General Aviation parking via Taxiway Alpha. Pilatus Juliet November Golf.
And here we are.
Home sweet home.
Home sweet home indeed. There we are. A bus off, battery 2 off. All the switches to off, off. It'll beat us to it though. There we go, another successful flight. Let's have a look how we got on. We did have that wild turn to the right when I forgot to press R1, so that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. We got an S, which is good. Yeah, that's decent. I'm happy with that. So we've opened up a new region now, which is good. We're starting to open up all these airports and these regions now. There we are. We're on our way up. Okay, right. What can we do here? That was actually quite a nice little airport to fly into. That. There's the glitch. So we came down here. So we've opened up all these ones now. I'd quite like to fly to there. What's here? Lenosa Island helipad. Any missions here? I doubt it. No. That'd have been a nice one to fly to. Okay. Where's my pointer gone? Come off it. There it is. And we can have a look down here. What have we got down here? What airport's this? Luca? What have we got here? Let's have a look at these. So we have... That'd be a nice one. We could probably buy an aircraft for that as well. Let's have a look what we can buy. 268,000 is an airline one. What aircraft does that need? It's going to be like a Saab, isn't it? It's got to be a Saab flight, surely. We can buy a Saab and bring a Saab down here. Although we should start saving up now for the big heavy jets. There's a Saab for 268 grand. Do we bring a Saab down? It's only Saab. Yeah, we'll just bring a Saab down. Actually, it's 268 grand. It'll cost us more to bring it down than we're going to earn. Yeah, look. So we won't do that. We won't bring the Saab down. But what we can do is... we can bring a helicopter down. These are pretty good earners here. 536 grand. Let's do that one. We'll bring a helicopter down. Oversized low delivery in a Coronia. Hopefully I can do that with an Airbus. With a H125. Let's have a look. Oh, it wants my Chinook. Have I got any other aircraft? You don't have any. Just wasted 900 grand bringing that down here. Mission here with the Chinook. We don't need anywhere near that much fuel. That is a pain in the backside fly, that Sky Crane. I haven't enjoyed that one at all. But I do enjoy the Chinook. Right, let's have a go at this one. We like this. It just cost me more to bring it down than the mission gives me, but... and this one doesn't take too long. The only thing I don't like about this is when you start up number 1 engine, it automatically starts number 2, which I don't like at all. I want to be able to do it all. Okay, so let's set this up. And we'll get the engine started straight away. So, lights position, lights to bright. MVG's on, anti-cold to on, anti-cold, both. Searchlight to on, and extended trick on. Yep, that's fine. Battery to on. APU, let's get some fuel on, then we can run that up. Okay, we can load the APU now. While that's loading up, you should be able to hear it outside. Here's some birds. APU generator on. There you go, start. Turn that off a minute, now you should be able to hear it. There we go. So we'll turn the APU generator on now. There we go. Okay, second panel, we've just done the fuel, happy with the fuel. Third panel, floodlights, so we'll turn our floodlights off, we'll keep them off on the inside. The pilot searchlight on, we'll turn on. Anti-ice not required, hoist we don't need. Cargo hook, it's inoperative, brilliant, okay. Hydraulics will come on as soon as we've got the engine started, perfect. Next panel. Fire detection test. Perfect. And we'll turn that off now. Cool. Ideal. Coming down here, right out. Yeah, gauges. Perfect. Fine. Coming down here, ADF. Enter. Good. We'll turn the searchlight on now. It is on. Cool. Okay, ready to start the engines. So again, the thing I don't like about this is you're supposed to torque match and do loads of cool stuff with this. However, it's not that realistic. So it's a case of now starting number one, and then watch what happens when we start number one. So we'll bring that off and bring it into ground idle. Now watch what happens here. Once it's started, it's automatically going to start number two, and I don't like that. There you go. See, it automatically starts number two. Don't like that at all. See what that looks like on the outside. So again, I really enjoy flying this thing on here. However, it is really awkward to fly. It's very, with the way, because I'm using a PS5 controller, it's not as friendly as it could be. Okay, so we're in ground idle now. Happy with those. We're going to put them into flight idle. So outside the gate, into flight idle. There we go. Outside the gate, into flight idle. That's us pretty much ready to go. Contact the ground team and let's go.
Preparing for takeoff. Please be ready.
I'll check what those cautions are in just a second. One of them's going to be APU. There we are. Cool. So we'll turn the APU off, then we'll look at those cautions. They're probably going to be anti-ice.
High voltage line construction project has progressed well.
APU to off. And
All
APU
the lower
generator
parts
off.
and bodies of the
So we'll have a look
transmission
what they
towers
are.
ready.
Rectifier
Only
and
the tops are
generators.
missing.
Okay.
It's our turn to step up and begin assembling the last parts of the pylons. Today you're working on the tower marked on your map. First plant the tower top at the central assembly staging yard.
Perfect.
Then bring it to the site with great care and position it to fit perfectly on the guide system installed on the tower body.
Perfect. Okay, so I don't like these ones
You'll
because
need to
it's the
coordinate
tower ones,
closely
but
with
we'll
the
do it.
on-site ground team. It's risky for them, so be precise, stable, and focused. Make sure nothing happens to the ground staff while you're handling the power
Hit
line
reset the
section.
caution.
Safety first for our people. No other questions? Let's get going. We have a lot of work to do.
Cool. I'm going to finish this flight and then we'll watch a film, shall we?
Lima
Yeah.
India Alpha Charlie traffic. CH47.
We walked those down. Cool.
Charlie November Lima Alpha.
Do you want to let Maze out
Oscar.
for me?
Taking off runway 05. West departure.
Okay,
Lima
so
India
we'll taxi
Alpha
forward,
Charlie.
collective slightly up. We want to taxi forward, we don't want to taxi. There we go. I'll slowly take a turn to the left, so to the right. Let's take off from the runway. Get some speed up before we take off. Okay, here we go. Get some speed up. There we go. Pull straight up and off we go. We'll do that tomorrow. Okay, perfect. Right, so we'll go and pick up this this tower. We'll have a go. Where is it? It's behind us. Okay, so turn around. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do, just to hurry this up, we're going to skip to the mission. Because otherwise it's 30 miles flight, just me and a helicopter. We'll have a go at this. There we go. So it started us really high, look at that. We're really high. So we'll slow down, well we are in a hover, we can't slow down much more. We'll start that descent. And what this has done is set me up in a really horrible place. And we're in a very confined landing area as well. So ideally what I want to do is come from this direction here into it. Okay, start pulling up here. And the problem is with this as well, because no one's telling me left, right, up, down, etc. I do have to go on the outside to pick it up. Okay, gonna start coming down for the hover, just about here. As we come around, oh, I've overcooked that a little bit. There's that jump that I was saying about earlier on. Without me pressing anything, it just flies up in the air. So I'm definitely going to have to do this from outside. Because there's no way, without any help from these guys in here, that I'm going to be able to do this. I mean, I could try. I will try. So, let's try and trim this first off for a hover. Okay. Let's begin our approach. As we come in. So again, what would be good now is if the guys that are actually in this aircraft with me would be like left, right, up, down, back, forward. But there's no way that you can see. There's no way that as soon as I get in here, I'm going to be able to do that without actually having to go on the outside of the aircraft. So we'll do that in a minute. So I'll bring this in. So by now, what I'd like is left, right, up, down data from the people inside, but can't see it. Right left. Once I get around about there, I can do it from inside. Again, it's quite an unrealistic pickup location, really. So again, like here, I'd need someone inside to tell me like lower, lower, lower. And then look, one click of that collective, and it's just put me into the ground pretty much.
You're right on target.
Hey, there are people down here.
So one click of the collective down, and that's what it's done.
Doesn't work.
You're really gonna hit someone if you
So-
keep doing that.
Let's turn around, coming from this side. Let's try again. This is completely stupid. So this is something they've got to fix. There you go, look, I've not pressed anything, and I'm climbing. So they've got to fix it. Now I've got no authority here, so let's try and settle that. Key to these ones is try and settle it. So this is the view I prefer, but again, from anyone inside the aircraft telling me to go left, right, and that's you've got no choice but to go outside the aircraft in this. Whereas in reality they'll be saying left, right, left, right. So I don't know why they put this here, but now I'm pulling backwards as hard as I can. It's not letting me do it. So again, the flying dynamics have got to improve. But it's alright, we'll throw out BR first. So, okay, there we go. We're stable now. Okay, happy there. So let's bring it down a little bit. There you go, there's that one touch on that collective, and look, it's dumped me into a minus 300 foot per minute descent. Trying to trim here now. Just trimming for this. It's going to take me a minute to settle into it. There you go, happy. Not letting me turn. So again, I'm right over that now. They want me to go down further. Like, I am struggling here with this. I need to get out. Right, I'm struggling with these controls. So I'm pulling back and it's not pulling back. So I have to trim back for a minute. Right, let's try that again. Right, I'm pulling back and it's not, there you go, now it's pulling back. Right, settle here. This is the thing, is if it's not working I need to settle it. Here we go, that's better. Right. There we go. This is better. Again, one click on that collective, it's dumping me down. Wish I hadn't chosen this mission. It's not letting me push forward. So I'm trying to trim forward and it's not letting me go forward. Except for there. Like, I've got to really force it down. Right, let's try that. Yeah, look. You know what? Nah. That's a stupid place to put it. Right, on that note, it is film time. Good night.